In a small village surrounded by rolling hills stood a solitary tree in the heart of a vibrant meadow. This wasn't just any tree. The villagers affectionately called it the smiling tree. Its trunk was nailed and twisted, but its branches stretched wide, adorned with bright green leaves that rustled cheerfully in the breeze. Most notably, a pattern in the bark formed a face, a gentle smiling visage that seemed to radiate warmth. Children played beneath its shades, their laughter mingling with the whisper of the leaves. Elders would also sit by its roots, playing drumming and sharing stories of old. The smiling tree was actually the beloved part of their lives, a source of comfort and joy. One day, a severe drought struck the village. The sky turned a relentless blue, and the earth crackled beneath the sun's harsh gaze. Crops withered, and the river that wound through the valley shrunk to a mere trickle. The villagers grew anxious, unsure of how they were going to survive the season. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the meadow, a young girl named Afra approached the smiling tree. She often felt a special connection to it, as if it understood her deepest thoughts. Sitting at its base, she whispered her worries, her voice barely above a whisper. "What will happen to us?" she asked, tears glistening in her eyes. As if sensing her sorrow, the tree swayed gently, its leaves rustling like a soft, soothing lullaby. Afra felt a warmth envelop her, and for a moment, the world around her faded. In her mind's eye, she saw vibrant colors, fields of golden wheat, rivers flowing freely, and the flowers blooming in abundance. The smiling tree's face seemed to glow brighter, and she felt a spark of hope ignite within her. Determined to help her village, Afra returned the next day with her friends. Together, they gathered around the tree and began to dig, hoping to find water beneath the dry earth. Hours passed, and just as despair began to creep in, the ground suddenly softened. With a collective gasp, they uncovered a hidden spring, fresh water bubbling up from the depths. Word spread quickly. The villagers came running, carrying water pots and basins. Together, they filled their supplies, the laughter of children and the shouts of joy filling the air. As the sun set that evening, the villagers celebrated under the smiling tree, their spirits lifted, the shadow of drought beginning to fade. In the following weeks, the village thrived once again. With the newfound water, crops flourished, and life returned to the once paved land. Afra visited the smiling tree every day, feeling grateful for its silent support. She often found herself sitting beneath its branches, sketching the smiling face she had come to love. As the seasons changed, the smiling tree remained a beacon of hope. It stood strong through storms and sunny days alike, its roots entwined with the lives of those who had cherished it. The villagers planted new trees around it, ensuring that future generations would know the magic of the smiling tree. Years later, as Afra grew up and eventually left the village to explore the world, she carried the tree's spirit with her. No matter where she went, she remembered the lessons it has taught her, to find joy even in the toughest times, to lean on one another, and to always hold on to hope. The moral lesson of this story is that in the heart of every challenge lies the seed of possibility, and even the smallest act of kindness can change the world.